Hi guys, it's me again, Inspirational post by Leverson. Right, I'm just going to get straight into it today. Just after yesterday's chat, just about being creative and just about if you're the weird one, you're the weird one. If you're the strange one, the strange one. But I want to get straight into it. If you think that you need to go to university to carve yourself a career out, do you really think you need to? Um, I didn't go to university. That might be obvious to some. It might not be obvious to others. And I don't think it's hindered me in any shape or form. So there are certain things that I'm really interested in, and probably to get an insight how those things work on a deeper level and actually what books they're reading, what they study, and how they go back through. I suppose that would have been a benefit as well. But you can find out so much just on going through YouTube or asking people that have been to university, excuse me, to find out what books they read, and what their lectures were based on. And all it is just finding out information. Information is absolutely fantastic, but it depends what you do with the information. So with myself, not going to university, I don't think that at one stage I did want to go, to be fair. I did want to do it, to take in the whole experience, to see what it's all about, but obviously I just couldn't get into the debt. The debt would have been absolutely crippling, and I thought, you know what, something that I'm gonna have to be paying for a substantial part of my life. You know what, it just ain't worth it, man. I just can't be doing with that sort of debt. Um, I want to be able to do something where I'm not worried about having to pay something back, um, because of thinking that you need to go and get an education. Um, I think a lot of my education has come from since I've left school, and what I was really interested in that I wanted to learn. And I think sometimes this is where the system itself lets a lot of people down, because they say, okay, go and get an education, and it will just open up so much for you. Yes, it will get you to think probably in a different way, but there are so many people now that are just fighting for jobs in a specific field, and each year there is so many people that are leaving and coming out. It's a hard situation to it's a hard situation to be in. So if you're going to be in that situation where straight away you're thinking about paying back money, you can't pay back money. That's it's going to leave you in debt. And it doesn't mean to say that just because you're at university that anything is going to be any better for you, because as I said, there are so many people fighting over the same position, and there are so many people that come out of university that they they don't even end up doing what they wanted to do. I know so many people that have been down that road of university and they haven't got the job that they wanted to do, but they've still got the debt. So does it make a difference? If you're passionate about something, you can learn what you're passionate about. Why not have a specific thing that you really want to do and learn about that, and then go and build it for yourself? Because then what you're doing is you're going to try and find a job that probably isn't there, or a job that's been outsourced, it's gone to another country, or just somebody else is better qualified for it. Because how things are just changing so much, year by year by year. After 4 years, when say, or 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, depending if you go on after school and you're going to be going to higher education, then going on to uni. By the time you've got to where you've wanted to get to, something else has already come up within that field, and it's the new it's the new thing of the moment. It's the new initiative, that's been brought out. So it's going to be so hard, because what you've learnt then, does that then becomes obsolete because they don't need it, because I've moved on to something else. So I just find it so hard, and it's got to be so frustrating for people that are going into uni. Um, it's because there are so many people just going after the same thing, and it's the same thing year after year after year after year. Because think about it, one leaves, the next year somebody else is leaving, then the next year somebody else is leaving, and they're all coming out together in a mass. It's a mass like migration of like wildebeest. But do you remember when the wildebeest and the zebras and the antelope, or whoever, whatever other animals are going across the river? Who's waiting for them? The first batch probably get across, but then the crocodiles are waiting, and have been waiting for so long, right? A few gone, then they think, right then, it's our time now. The few that have got through, that's fine. A few that have got through, but then there are so many that just get taken down and they get hauled out. And then, but the others that make it across as well, which is a big, massive percentage, because we're talking thousands, if not millions, are crossing at the same time. So, how are all those people going to be employed? Because there ain't going to be enough in that field, is there? There isn't going to be enough work in that field. There'll be a few positions, and that is it. So, really, are you setting yourself up for a fall? Me personally, as I said, I would just do my own thing and just set my own thing up and just run with my own thing, because you know what, there's nothing better than your own thing, because you're not then worried about what's coming behind you, who's come to take your spot. Is it going to be next thing you know, has it been passed over to another country? Has it been outsourced, as they say, to another country? Does your firm go to another country because it's cheaper to actually run there, with tax breaks and everything else? It's just a cheaper way. They get cheaper. They've got a cheaper workforce, so that's going to make things even harder for you. So I'd say to anybody, just go and build your own. Go and build your own. I say to my children all the time, you know what? Okay, go and find out what it's like out there. But all that time that you've been working with somebody else, you could have set your own thing up and then struggle for a bit and then really break through, because it's going to take time. It's like when you're in a company, you don't move up the ladder straight away. It takes time to move up the ladder. So you're better putting all that beneficial stuff into yourself. This is what I'll say to everybody: better off just doing it for yourself, because you're putting everything, all your sources, all your greatness is going into you and what you believe in. And there's nothing better than believing in yourself, because who else is going to believe in you as much as you believe in you? Seriously, who else is going to believe in you as much as you believe in you? Because sometimes things are only for a moment when you're in the workforce. And if somebody else, and they can save, and if they can save a penny and you've got to take the jump, they'll get rid of you, without doubt. You look how many times in the week or the month or within that year, how many businesses have closed down, how many people have lost jobs. But they keep saying that things are a lot better now. But even if you're just working for 1 hour, they say that you're in employment, and they put that into the figures. What the hell can you earn on an hour? An hour's wage. Well, I'll tell you what, for that hour, you better be a solicitor, or you better be a lawyer, because that's the only way that you're going to get serious, true money. Or you better be a director of your own company, if you're only just going to do an hour a day, because you can't live on an hour a day. Who can live on an hour a day? That's madness. It's nonsense. It's never going to happen. But they put it towards the figures of unemployment, to say figures have dropped. They're all talking about figures and this, that, and the other. You're just a figure. Be the figurehead of your own ship. Be the captain of your own ship. Be the pilot of your own plane. Make sure that you are the driver of your own engine, and your engine that you've got inside you, this is the one that's going to keep you moving. It's going to keep you moving. This will keep you moving all day long. So just make sure that you do the right thing for you. Don't just think that you need a university degree to get on, and just to say that I've been to university. Hey ho, you look at how many people that haven't been to university that are billionaires, that are millionaires. Check it out and see how many people that have been. You'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised. A lot of creative people that are out there that haven't been to university have been absolutely amazing. And you know what? Smart cookies. And they've also employed shed loads of people. Loads of people. Probably the ones that tried to get across the river, they've employed. Do you know what I mean? But not in what they were actually went to university for. They've probably just slipped into somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? So, hey, get on the creative train. The creative train is going to be the one, because there's enough things out there where you can build. There's enough things out there where you can create stuff. And you never know what it is. It could be patchwork quilts. I don't know. It could be making bracelets. It could be anything. Just so much out there. But there's so much out there that you can find something that you love and you're passionate about. Absolutely. So guys, listen. Inspirational Post by Leverson, daily, for the creative minded, for the people that want to make change. Because you are the change. You're the only change that you want to be, because you want to do it. Don't leave it and leave it and leave it and leave it. Because you know what will happen? You're going to turn around and say, oh, I wish I had of. And when your job's gone, or you've been made redundant, or something's happened, you're going to wish that you had of. So just do it anyhow. Because if you're working now, right, talking to you, if you're working now in another job that you hate, that you're bored of, that you're clocking in, clocking out, doing the same thing over and over again, set your own thing up now, yeah? Whatever it is you fancy doing, set it up now from home. Get yourself now a piece of paper, or get yourself a pen, write your business down, what you fancy, write it down, get it done, bit by bit, write down what you need, brainstorm with the rest of your family, or your friends, good friends, or leave a comment down there and tell me what it is that you want to do. And I will brainstorm with you. Because what I'll do is, you can have my email address. Just leave a comment. I'll put email address in. You can email me and we'll brainstorm. And we'll see where you're going to be in 5 years' time. You're going to be in that beach in Costa Rica because you've made the decision to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not really going anywhere with the company that I'm working for. So it's something that I've always wanted to do. So listen, I'm building it now. There are going to be some people that are going to say you're crazy, you're mad. What are you doing this for? You're the weird one, you're the strange one. Be the weird one, be the strange one. Look at all the great people out there that have been the weird and the strange one. And just take a look and see how many strange ones there are out there that have made a massive difference within this world. Who haven't had a university or even college degree. Check it out and see. And you will be surprised, honestly. But, as I said, the teacher comes when a student's ready. I just throw this out there because I know what it's like. I wish there was somebody giving me this information when I was a lot younger as well. But listen, it ain't gonna hinder me now. It ain't gonna hamper me from actually not doing what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna do it anyhow, regardless. But I wish I had somebody give me this information when I was just left school, or even when I was in school, actually. Not when I'd left, when I was in school, because guaranteed I would have been a multi-millionaire by now, if not a billionaire. Because I would have started early enough and I would have had everything down. I would have made mistakes and everything else, but I still would have been building what I was meant to build in the first place. instead of flitting from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. But it's all about having the right people around. So this is why I'm putting this stuff out there, so you don't leave it too late neither. It ain't too late for me because I'm still breathing, so I'm good. I'm good. Inspirational post by Leverson, daily. Don't forget, inspirational thoughts, daily. So guys, have a great day. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Don't leave it. Be it.